Constance. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Oh my gosh, please. Thanks for wanting to speak to me.
Oh, no problem at all. I was able to watch the first three episodes, and your character has so much in three episodes. So many
I-
storylines going on. So tell me, as an actress, how do you balance all of those storylines all at one time?
well, it's definitely a skill, that's for sure, because there's so many storylines that I'm a part of, but then there's other ones that I'm not a part of. And so what I do is I try and focus on where do I like what's the most important thing right now, and so that I can put my attention towards that storyline, because then that focus will then shift to this other storyline, right? So it's kind of fun because it keeps it very everything's moving all the time. You read a script and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that person was doing this and this happened over here. But then wait, does that mean that I knew that this was going on? So it's almost kind of wonderful to, by each script, you're getting it broken down for you, but you still have to discover it, right? As the character. And I mean, for me, yes, this show is very fast. I really loved, Harlan had said to me that he doesn't want the audience to figure stuff out before we tell you. So, which means he's like, look, they've read the books. So if they've read the books, they know what's happening. So why draw it out? Let's give them what they want. And that to me was exciting too, right? Because there's a lot of books that we've read and they're still going to drag it all out. And it's in a movie form, right? But in a television form, you do need to drag it out a little more. And what I have found watching it, like with my husband and my daughter, is that right when they figured something out, then it was revealed. So I wonder, as an audience member, that must feel really good. Like you're not going to be drawn out for 5 more episodes to figure out if you were right or not. Instead, we're saying you were right. You're on the right path. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go do this. Let's go figure this out. So it's almost like you get to feel like you're a part of the figuring it out. I don't know. I would ask you that as the audience member, but that's kind of what it feels like a little bit.
Oh, it's definitely how it feels. Every time you're like, is this? And then it would reveal it was like, oh yes, and keep moving. Was that how it was when you were reading the scripts?
No, because we were shocked and surprised by some things that all of a sudden were happening. And we're like, wait, that's already happening? How is that already happening? But yeah, there were definitely scripts where all of us didn't know that was what was coming.
What would you say was the most challenging part of making this series?
I think for me, it's only challenging that I feel like I'm in my, like, sometimes I would feel like I was in my own storyline and I wanted to be a part of their storyline and I wanted to be doing things and running in the dark. And, I was just, so I think it was more for me that I was like, I'm one of the kids. I want to go with the kids. I don't want to be the adult that's like, don't you do that. So I think honestly for me, that was really probably the most challenging, because otherwise it was such an incredible experience working on this show, because it did always feel like so many moving parts were happening all the time. So it really kept all of us on our toes. And yet we're all dealing with, taking off layers of the onion. Every character, every episode is discovering something about themselves, or you're finding out something and you're putting the pieces together. So we would always be like, hold on, now, is that the end of that story? Or is there something else coming? And, everybody had their own secrets that we weren't allowed to share with the other actors.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. So there was also that, which kind of made it fun, because everyone would be like, so what does this mean? I was like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Gonna have to watch to find out. Well, why should people watch the show? In your opinion, why should people watch the show?
I think it's a fun, wild, thrilling ride. I think that every single character, I believe, has something that somebody somewhere watching it can relate to. And I think that doesn't matter your age, your gender, your race, any of that. I think that these characters are so universal in their struggles about trying to find themselves, and the secrets that we hold, and how that hurts us more than the person that we think we're keeping the secret from. I don't know. I just think there's a lot to be found in every character in this show that I think it makes it like a really fun watch.
It is definitely a fun watch. And I want to thank you so much for speaking with me today. I'm super excited for everyone to see the series.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.